pissed off.
G'day guys, Sam here from Trade to Prosper. Today's Friday, the 5th of April, and let's talk about Bitcoin. We've got a few charts that we can refer to, and let's start with this one here. Bitcoin looks like it's in a symmetrical triangle of some sort. Currently we at this VWAP resistance, also aligned with the 6.8 Fibonacci. So yes, we can find some resistance here and maybe even pull back further. However, it is looking very bullish at this point. Let's move to this chart here. It's got more details. I should have started with this one here. So this is a daily chart. We have our daily levels, weekly levels, and so on. Well, the significant part to this is that it's the weekly level that's held up. Here we have our weekly level with our naked point of control. And these three daily candles pretty much show that there's support, along with this 618 Fibonacci from the top to the bottom. So if we were to use that top to the bottom, 618 also was support. Makes sense that this level of significance holds up. Will it last is the question. Here we have our weekly level now. So, and you can see previously this was resistance. I mean support. Now this can be resistance. However, this could be a bit of a fake out as well. Maybe we need the drop for liquidity, and that was taken out. The whales might have just wanted to target a bit of a shakeout. So this symmetrical triangle of some sort is playing out. And what is a symmetrical triangle scenario that we can talk about? All right, let's go to the 80-hour chart. So from a 80 wave perspective, we can do this pretty easily. We can say that is our A, B, potentially C, D, E of some sort. That's one scenario. Let's just do this for a sec. That can play out. That is very possible. The other scenario, and it does happen, another sort is this is our A, B, C, D, and E. It's a hard one. Our main base neckline is this here. So this was a significant level. You haven't seen any candles really close below it. That was the last point. This didn't close below it. This didn't close below it. So point of control is here, and a daily level. So we got both. That was a significant level to buy. I think I did enter somewhere around there. And we've got this potential symmetrical triangle playing out. So if we find resistance here, if it comes down, it's likely to come down further to this level of support. And then we have these lower highs. And then we potentially break out strong. That is one scenario that you should be looking at. So potentially we can short this. Let's look for a shorting position potentially. I'm not interested in it though. It's high risk. So if we do this, there we go. Let's just pull it a bit more closer. There we go. So that level can be resistance and potential short, right? That naked point of control above that, we can see that potentially we can have a short position here and maybe further down. The other one is where it's right now. However, it's going to be very small risky trade. At this point, it's an 80-hour chart. There is nothing of significance. Let's have a look on the 30-minute. Usually the 30 minutes gives us something. Not there yet. So it could be a failed auction type of scenario. Back to our original thoughts. So that is one scenario. If we look at symmetrical triangles or triangles in nature, price usually does this, finds a base, finds a buying climax, and then we get this type of scenario and then break out. In that scenario, there is also a potentially a fake out. It pops down, takes out the liquidity, and then pops up. That's real good manipulation with the whales. That's one scenario. The other scenario is that we do this, we sweep the bottom again, take the longs out, because they've been accumulating all the way through and then pop up. So when we look at this scenario here, we have a few ways of looking at this. A measured move, and we can and it's an A, B equals C, D. We see a lot of this type of scenario. So we can potentially get a pullback, take out the liquidity, and then bang, back up. That I'd love to see that happen, to tell the truth. That is a real classic move. So that's one scenario. The second scenario we talked, and that's based on the measured move. We have the fib extension scenario as well. So if we were to go from there to the bottom to the top, this will be a harmonic, and the fib extension of 1 is there as well. And you can see where it's slightly below that, again, liquidity. So this is very possible as well. I mean, justification. The last scenario is basically we hit this and we don't go anywhere. We just pop up. We get this high or low type of scenario where there might be some relevance to this point of control where it just pops up. So the whales pre-run it, forget about this liquidity, pre-run it and go regularly, where you get 2 attempts, 2 rejections, comes down, takes out the previous low, and then up. Now the question is, will it take out this low? This low is very strong, so I like the chance that this will be a good position to buy. So we can see our moving averages coming across, acting as support. It's broke, so we dip below it, broke above them, and then come below them, and now back above. So basically wearing out this moving average band. We have a fractal as well that we've noted from the previous Ethereum all-time high, where here you can see how price comes up with a strong momentum, finds a resistance, 1, 2, 3, and then up. And we are pretty much playing that role. So we had that, which equates to that. And you can see the stages, and then we're going to have this strong move to the upside. There's going to be a level. So you can see there, right here, as soon as we break above, there's ever so little pauses. We're going to get that. I'm thinking that's the 786 level here. We might get a little one here. And let's just give you a fib on that one. 76,000, I think, will be a potential pause. Retouch this level potentially, and then bang. And then look for this 85k range. Be conservative. That is a measure target. Breakout exactly to the 1.786, right? So that's a measure target here. If we price pulls back below this, then that's going to be starting to show us some exhaustion. And then we need to see the next move to the upside. But in between, I see something here where potentially it can pull back, retest, and then do that move. So if we see it find resistance, pull back significantly, retest, and then another move, find resistance, pull back, and then break that previous high, then we will see this as the target and significant pullback, because that is showing us weakness and exhaustion, and for all you know, it's going to be some type of rising wedge. Yep, if we see that take place, then we're going to look for significant 50% pullback before we can decide if the market's done. 50% from there. Geez, that's damn it. That's a big strong drop. Back to the 40s, that will be definitely end of the market. But if we get this type of scenario where it drops, and then that could be our wave 3 and our wave 4. If that's the case, then we can measure a wave 5, and that could be pretty much close to 100k or somewhere just above. Very difficult stages to come to, guys, and that's what I'm looking at this point. Question is this wave 3, 4? And is this going to be wave 5? That is the question as well. I'm going to wrap it up on that. Please give me a like and share. Talk to you soon.
There you have it. Please give Sam a like, share, and subscribe to his channel to support him for doing more of these posts.